Theo here, and this is episode 57 of Shakedown. Now, today is International Men's Day, and I thought I would actually do a video, and I wanted to talk about my experiences as a man. We are here to celebrate all that's great about men, but I wanted to talk about myself on this one. So, bear with me. It's going to be about 15 minutes long. If you like this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe, hit that notification bell for every time I post a video on my YouTube channel. But this is Shakedown. Let's get to it. Okay, so I've just turned 34 years old, and I've had a lot to I had a lot to reflect on personally. Let's start with the ups. So, as you guys know, I'm an NHS worker. I'm a frontline NHS worker, and I am dead proud to be working for the NHS. I've done it for about 9 years or so. I've been doing it for a long time, and it's taken me to places that I didn't even think I would actually go and work. But I'm happy to do it. And obviously, with the pandemic that's been going on, you see me covered it on my YouTube channel. I've wanted to do the very best that I could to not only be a good person in the fight of COVID-19, but I wanted to help individuals as much as I can possibly can. I'm always the person that would go to work, and I would try and get everybody uplifted, try and say a joke, try and be as positive as I can be. It's not been easy. We had a rough 18 months or so. We're trying now so hard now to actually get things back to normal. And, obviously along the way, we've seen some sad things. People have lost loved ones, not just here in this country, but around the world. And my heart goes out to every single one of those families who have lost people. Because I've been working as well, it's like it's been normal for me. And obviously the people were staying at home and everything. And I've never seen a world that I've seen over the past 18 months. Never seen. And at that point, I was kind of fearful of my own life, because I didn't know whether or not I would be going to work and I would get this virus, and then something was going to happen to me. I didn't know. But thankfully, I work with brilliant people every single day. And, not only that we pulled together, we've been able to get to where we are right now. We still have a long way to go. It's not over. But that's been the ups for me. Just knowing that I've been able to live one more day, and just having that mentality of keeping them to go one step further. So work's been a plus for me. Okay, so the second thing that I'm most proud of, well, that's been a plus for me, is that I've come from a loving family. Now, my mom, for example, everything I am is because of my mother. She taught me how to try and do things properly. And I know I have my ways, but I've been taught how to do things properly. I've been taught how to love. I've been taught how to be kind. I've been taught to try and be the bigger person. I've been taught how to always stand for my family. And if you ask any of my family members, I've done so over the course of my life, just having to be there for my family. And I'm very proud of the fact that I am a family man. I don't have children of my own, and obviously being 34 now, it's a lot that I've considered being a dad, because it's been a dream. It's been a long time dream to be sorry, I can't speak. It's been a long time dream to be a dad, and it's something that I wanted to continue the legacy of my family, and yeah, even though I'm at the age where I wish I could be doing it, I'm still young enough to do it. I have come to an acceptance that it might not happen. And I know it's sad for me to say that to you. I've never spoken about this publicly, but I wanted to be a dad for a very long time. And I don't know if it will happen. If it does happen, great. But I don't know if it will happen. I've come into the idea now that I'm in the process now where I'm trying to sort myself out. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better financially, trying to get better, trying to find my own place. I've admitted that I still live at home with my mom. And I'm not afraid to admit that. I'm not. It's just how life is, I spoke about the positive sides of being at work, but it's not been easy for me. I've had to endure a lot in terms of my working life. I went through jobs where I wasn't making much money and had to make do. And it was so hard for me to kind of get by and try to do things. But now I'm in a position where I'm trying now to get myself better so that I can actually make sure that I've got the best future possible. And hopefully soon I'll achieve it. But it didn't come from the support of my family. My dad, I love and respect, because even though we've been through ups and downs, he did taught me the value of hard work, self-reliance, always having to stay strong, always having to put in effort, to never give up. He taught me all of that stuff, and it's so important, because as a man you need all of those traits. So I hope that I can teach my children, my unborn children, if I ever have children, how to be better than me, because I'll be happy if they could actually do things and they can do things better than me. I'll be happy. But right now I am happy being a family man, and I'm very proud of it. Very proud. Okay, so I'm going to speak about love, and full disclosure, I'm not going to name names. I will say certain things. So earlier this year, when it comes to love, I actually had a breakdown, and I went on my Facebook and I did a series of posts, and I've actually put out my frustrations to my Facebook friends, and everybody came to me and literally said to me that they understood where I was coming from. Now, basically, I've dated a few women over the course of this year, and and it didn't come to any fruition. And I'm not going to go into the reasons why it's not gone into fruition, and I'm not going to name names. I'm just simply saying that the frustrations kind of bubbled over. You see, I used to be able to take and take and take and take and take a lot of things, and I sometimes wouldn't even say anything. I wouldn't say how I felt to that person. I wouldn't say how I feel. I just took it as it is, and I've buried it and I locked it away. But this year, I literally opened up. I've talked about my frustrations. I talked about how I was feeling, and it got to a point. It got to a point where I felt like I wasn't going to be loved. I wasn't going to be appreciated. I wasn't going to be celebrated as a person as much as I've celebrated and appreciated all the women that's come and gone in my life. I was raised to be as kind as I can, and maybe I'm myself, and this is me I'm talking about. Maybe I have been too nice, and maybe I've been naive. Maybe I've understood I didn't understand what was going on, or what I needed to do in terms of being in a relationship. A relationship obviously needs to be effortless. A relationship needs to be a natural thing. Maybe I've been forceful as well. But whatever reason, I haven't had myself in a solid relationship for a long time. But don't get it twisted. All the women that's come and gone in my life, I appreciate them, because growing up, I was bullied. I've spoken about my bullying. I spoke about being bullied, and I didn't know how to talk to girls. I didn't know how to approach them or whatever, and I was basically shy. I was one of those kind of guys that would never go and walk up to a girl and just chat her up or whatever. I was never one of those people, never. But obviously, I've been on dating websites, and I spoke to them from there and everything. But I just kind of realized now that the best thing that I need to do is just to love myself a bit more, appreciate myself a bit more, and be able to hold standards for myself, standards for what I want, standards for what I expect. Because it's hard dating these days. It really is hard. It's hard. It's become a lot more harder because of the experiences that we go through. And actually, my cousin actually spoke to me about this. It's the experience. The experience. It's about making sure that, when you're with somebody, it's giving them, it's not just the best experience, but it's so much more than that. These days people are after someone that's got this or got that, who can provide for them for this, who can provide for them for that. And yes, it's important for me to level up, to want things, to go get them, to be strong, to have this vibe about myself. But I still want to be valued as a person. I still want to be celebrated as a person. Everything that comes from me comes from a depth of kindness. It comes from being respectful. It comes from just trying to get to know somebody on a deeper level. So I don't know what's going to happen in terms of love. I hope love will find me. Um, but I do know that there is going to be a point where when that happens, I'll know. Yes, like, you know, a lot of people have got dating stories. I got a lot. I've written a novel on it, but I won't go into that. But what I do know is that I know I'm worthy. I know that I'm enough. I know that I am going to be special in somebody's eyes. And that's enough. That's enough. And I do hope love will find me one day. I really do. But as a man, I've learnt my trials and my tribulations, my ups and downs. I've learnt to try and be stronger. I learnt that obviously I dealt with a lot of pain. But in that pain, I still believed in love. I still believed. I still do. But I do know that I need to love myself and try and be kinder to myself, because I've been beating myself up about it. I said to myself, oh God, I don't know what I'm gonna do, or I don't know I don't know what I'm doing wrong or whatever. But the thing is though, I just need to be myself, and that's all. I just need to be myself. I don't want to be able to change for anybody. Just carry on doing what I need to do. I have to keep my head up, and I gotta try and seize the day. Try and live every day like it's my last, and just try and enjoy life. That's the best way I can actually do it. So yeah, love will find me. I know it will. So yeah, like, I wanted to talk about myself just for a bit, but I want to reach out to all the other men that's watching this video. I have done, this is the 57th episode of Shakedown, and I wanted to do this video because us men do not talk about what's going on with us. Us men don't sit down and try to say that this is what's going on with us. This is what's happening. We don't do that. We don't do that. And we have to. We've got to be able to open up. It is okay to not be okay. And it's no good holding things in. None. There's no point. There's no point in it. You know? Every one of us breaks down. I've just discussed how much I broke down. And at that time, people thought that I was actually mad for doing it. But some of them actually came up to me and said to me, Theo, you are brave to even come out and talk about something like this. Because, you know, they didn't know. They didn't know about all of that stuff. It's so easy to have this bravado to be able to say, yeah, I'm fine. But in actuality, you're not. You know, keeping stuff in is never good. You know, what was good about my breakdown is that I've been reached out to people, and they know who they are. I'm not going to name names, but they know who they are. They reached out to me and gave me advice, encouraged me to seek help, which I did. And I've been able to talk about it, you know. And so important to be able to, like, I've stressed this many times, it's so important to talk about what's going on. It's so important, right? Don't let anything get you down. So if you're being bullied, talk about it. If you're feeling like, you know, you can't speak to anybody, there's somebody out there that can help. There's companies out there that can, I say charities that can help. I've made this show because this is a safe space for men. right? This is a safe space for men where, I can talk about these issues that's going on with men. I've obviously put elements of myself onto this show, so that I can actually reach out to all you guys to know that you guys are not alone, and you never will be alone. Now, as long as I'm doing this show on my channel, right? I want you guys to understand that it's so important to take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, take care of just doing the right thing, right? It's no point getting yourself into a point where you cannot, can't come back from a situation, because you can come back from a situation. It takes one day at a time. Yeah, it takes one day at a time. It's so important that you understand your own abilities, right? Magnify them. Be what you can be. I know I sound like I'm in the army and everything, but it's true. You got to be everything that you can be, right? If you need to go to somewhere where you want to be able to lash things out, go to the gym, for example, go for a run, try and do something that makes you happy. Yeah, try and be around good people. Yeah, your friends, your family, whoever you got, use them. Don't push them away. Don't make them make you feel like you gotta go through this on your own. So important. And to those other guys who are being bullied and everything else, like I said before in my previous video, you will find a way to actually get to a point in your life where you can actually rise above it. When you will rise above it, and you will get to a point where, even though a lot of stuff has happened, right? The positive thing is, if you work towards a goal, if you can see yourself doing this, if you can see yourself being in this position, and nothing can stop you, well done. Yeah? You can get so much better. Bullies won't understand, obviously. They will never understand differences. They will never understand that, like, the world has so many different people, of race, of color, of sexual orientation. There's so many different people. And there's so many people that won't understand all that stuff. Right? But it's down to you to show the world that it's okay to be different. It's okay to show the world that you matter. We all matter. Yeah, we all matter. It just takes believing in yourself, and that's something I got to do. I got to believe in myself and in what I'm doing, and I know that I will get there. Maybe it won't be tomorrow. Maybe it won't be the next day. But at some point, I will get there. And the same goes for you guys. If you got a dream, go and make it happen. Yeah? They said that we won't even have people going out in space. Look what's happened. Right? We've seen impossible things happen. Right? You can be the impossible. You just gotta believe in your own abilities. And as men, we gotta be able to look after each other. We gotta be able to, to reach out to one another and just simply say that, yeah, we got you. We understand. So important. It's so important. There's so many good things about being a man. Having a family, having friends, having achieved something. There's There's so much reason. Be proud to be a man. Be proud. Doesn't matter what you are, what color you are. Be proud to be a man. Yeah. Anyways, I've made this video for long enough. I hope whatever I said in this video does resonate. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with another video soon. Thanks for watching. This is Shakedown episode 57. I'm out. Peace.